What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are checking out Nobody Talks About These Strengths of Australia. What could these strengths actually be? I'm not too sure. Let's watch the video, let's find out. And yeah, guys, before we do, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really does support me as a YouTube reaction channel. So yeah, let's get the video going,
Every
guys.
country has its pros and cons. Some countries have more pros, some have more cons, but no country is perfect. After I have traveled Australia for 1 year, I would like to share my thoughts on what I think Australia does better than my country of origin, Germany. Number 1. How people talk to each other. In Australia, it is most common to address someone with their first names. Family names do not matter that much. I have seen letters from authorities like the council beginning with Dear Molly instead of Dear Mrs. Smith. When I opened my bank account, I had the appointment with a girl just a bit younger than myself. When I went out the office, there was an old man waiting outside for her to call him in. She said to him, "Hello Arthur, how are you doing?" That felt so strange to me. I couldn't imagine what kind of relationship these two would be having that this young girl would dare to address this old man with his first name. In Germany, I couldn't really think of a lot of situations where a young lady would address an old man with his first name. Even when you're in hospital and you have heaps of time to make friends with the nurses, they are most likely to still address you with your family name. "Hello Mr. Smith, how are we doing today?" That creates such a cold distance between individuals. It is very common in Germany that when you work for a company for 2 years, that you don't even know your boss's first name. In Australia,
That is crazy, honestly.
Who you get to know. Everyone.
That's crazy. Imagine working at a place for so many years and you don't even know like your boss's first name or even your, I don't know, even like managers and things like that.
Immediately your mate. Of course there are black sheep, but you get the general idea. The downside to that, for me personally, is that you can never know who is your actual friend. In Germany it takes a long time to really make friends with someone, but once you're friends with him, you know that he will try to move mountains for you. Number 2.
So friends in like Australia are really like friends, you know, like it's the real deal, which is good.
Might sound a little surprising, but school uniforms. If I were to wear school uniforms back in the day when I was still a kid in school, my life would have been a lot easier. When I went to school, I got bullied on a regular basis for years and years. And no.
Yeah, that's another thing, like school uniform. I think there should be, like, it should be a thing, you know, because if there's no school uniform, like maybe someone with not too much money wears something different than other people, and then as mentioned they get bullied and things like that. So uniform has that, like everyone is the same, you know why I think you get what I mean. So yeah, I agree with having uniforms at schools.
No, I'm not asking for anyone's pity, I'm doing just fine. Back in the day my parents were only able to get me second-hand clothes. When the new PlayStation 3 came out, guess who got a used PlayStation 1 for Christmas? But I was happy with what I had. I liked my clothes, I enjoyed playing PlayStation 1. But only my classmates seemed to have had a problem with me being poor. And of course they were picking on me for the clothes that I was wearing. I remember the time where you were only cool when you wore soccer shoes as your everyday shoes, without the spikes obviously. And the coolest shoes that you can buy were these Nike 90s. Obviously my mom wouldn't have enough money to buy me those. But we went to Deichmann anyways, which is a big German shoe chain franchise. Every town has one. And Deichmann
I don't know that shop actually.
Has their own home brand called Victory. They were copying designs of famous shoes, make a few adjustments and sell them cheap. And so it was that I didn't get Nike 90s, but Victory 70s.
Yeah, so like getting a copy of like brands and things like that. Okay, fair enough. I see what happening here.
I personally was so proud. I loved those shoes. But you can imagine my schoolmates' opinion on them when I brought them to school. So yeah, that's a very personal...
They're like bullying them, saying like those are copied shoes. I mean, what, like you wouldn't go get the original pair, why are you getting the copy? Things like that.
Reason of why I would prefer school uniforms over
I can totally understand this.
Number 3. I don't know if there is an official term for these things, but I call them twist lids. Some glass bottles, I think mainly beer bottles, they have a lid that you can just twist off, so you don't need a lid opener with your bare hands. You can even easily just twist the lid back on the bottle and put it back in the fridge. Not that I knew why anyone should do that, apart from maybe when you get spontaneous diarrhea and you want to get your beer back in the fridge before you go nuke in the bathroom. As I have mentioned in previous videos already, there's so much technology that I have discovered in Australia that Germany, meanwhile, appears to me like a medieval country. Which is a good transition to my next point, number 4, digitalization. In Germany, you have to work yourself through a huge stack of paperwork for pretty much anything. In Australia, you can transfer your car insurance by just updating your car details in an app and you're good to go. In Germany, they would send you a new contract via mail that you would have to fill out and sign and send them back. Because in Germany, a contract is only valid when it's physically signed. It is getting better slowly, but we are...
Yeah, slowly as technology evolves throughout the countries as well. Hopefully, everything is like through your phone. Hopefully.
Still far away from being as digital as Australia. Another thing is that in Germany, cash is king. And I know this is a bit controversial. Of course, I see the benefits of cash, but also the benefits of card. And Germany is a bit too cashy, in my opinion.
What do you guys use? I want you all to let me know in the comments. Do you use cash or card? Let me know what you use and why you prefer it. I'll let you know what I use. I mainly use cash. I don't know. I just don't trust like the bank system. So like all money I have, I literally like withdraw and have it in cash. I don't have any money in like bank accounts and things like that. I might have just a few, like just to sometimes pay here and there because it's easier. But yeah, that's me.
When you take the bus, you either pay the driver with cash or you show him the ticket for the month that you have previously purchased somewhere. When you go to a restaurant in Germany, it's very unlikely that they accept card. It didn't happen just once to me that I forgot to bring cash to a restaurant, so I had to leave a deposit like my ID, go off, find an ATM and bring the money.
Wow.
So if you go to a restaurant and...
So like even restaurants, some restaurants like don't use like cards or things, maybe the opposite as well.
Germany, make sure that they accept card before ordering something. The other extreme is that in Australia a lot of restaurants do not accept cash, but at least they warn you with a sign at the entrance about it. In Germany they don't. I think they should just leave the choice to us whether we want to pay with cash or card. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have learned something and you like the video, please consider subscribing.
So well, that was some interesting topics here. Which one? Wait a minute. Which one was my favorite topic? I mean, I was surprised. Like the school uniforms, I totally agree with what was being said there. If you guys can, let me know all your thoughts on the topics here in the comments below. And I will end the video here. So thank you for watching till the end. If you're still here, don't forget to like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll be seeing you on the next one. Peace out.